Hey guys, welcome to Nigra Case. This is our Angular 13 tutorial. Part of this video, I am going to explain error handling in Angular application. And also, I am going to cover the below topics like displaying the custom error messages and handling the error in global way using this interceptor concept. For explaining this concept, let me go to my code. So this is my created application, the application already in the running state. So when I'm clicking this get employee, it will fetch the records from our HTTP services and it's populating in our table. So this is the normal scenario. So let me show the service code here. So this is the method. It's basically returning the values for the employee. So now let me explain the possible error scenarios. The service is down or else passing any wrong input, and also if you are providing the wrong input URL, in that scenarios basically we will get an error. So let me try to change the URL. I'm going to give some wrong URL. Now we can see, so possibly we will get some error. So when I'm clicking this get employee, actually I'm not getting any data. So when I'm going to the console, I can see the error messages. See, failed to load the resource. The server responded with a status of 404 error. So as a developer, I know I supposed to check in the console, but the end user basically he is not a technical person. Then they don't know the error, what actually happened. So we have to provide the proper error message to the users. Then only they have to understand. So that's why we are going to handle the error here. For handling the error, the Angular providing some kind of mechanisms called HTTP error messages, something like that. Okay, this is our Angular official website. If you go here, I will share this URL also in the description. In the right side, if you see the getting error details, so they have provided one default function. So let me copy and use in my code. So I'm going to add in the services. Okay, I included the handle error. So this HTTP error response is showing error. For that, we need to import it. Okay, the error is resolved because it's included in the import section. So manually also you can include. So let me explain. The first one is error.status double equal to 0. That means it's a client side error. If you have any status code value, then it is the server side error. So in the error.error, we will get the complete error information. That's all about it. And if you want give some custom messages, we can include in that area. Like I am provided there's something bad happened, please try again later. So one part is we have completed. Now we have to include this handle error in our services. Okay, for that we have to use the pipe option. So inside the pipe we have to use the catch error. So here we can use this handle error, that's it. Okay, now we have completed in the service side. Let me move on the component side. So if I'm going to the TS file, I have the function is called get all employee. So here I'm calling this load all, doing the callback, and in the callback we are getting the information. So in case if you are get an error, we have to give one more callback. And let me give error. Okay, done. So first we can give everything in the console. So console.log error. So when I'm clicking this get employee, actually I'm getting like error, something bad happened, try again later. Okay, and if I want the complete error messages, then I have to do some changes. Let me go to the service side because here only we are returning the values. So let me declare one error message. So the initial value should be empty. So instead of this console.error, I can get all the values in the error message. Okay, great. And I'm going to include this error message also. Let me give some space. So now I'm going to return or else passing this error message here. So we can check now. See now, the error backend returned 404. The body was something bad happened. So please try again later. So as of now, we are getting all the error responses in the console. Actually, we need to display in the browser. So let me do some changes in my HTML side. Here I am going to use one more div for showing the error messages. Also, I am going to give one more element, it's a h5, and the class should be text danger for showing the red color. So error message. Now let me come to my TS file. So okay, look like already I'm declared. So after that, I have to assign the values. So instead of the console log, I'm going to assign this error in the error messages. So let me command this console.log. Okay, done. Now let me go to the screen. So if I'm clicking, the error backend returned code 404 and we are getting the complete error message, but still it's showing this header of the table. This one also it's not required, so we can include some conditions. If you have any values in the error message, then only this block is required, otherwise it's not required. The similar way, if you have any error, this area is not required. So okay, initially it's showing. So when I'm clicking get employee, we are getting only the error messages. Now I am trying to change the correct URL. See now the data are coming. So error handling in Angular we have done in the component level. So the final one is error handling the global way using this interceptor concept. That is a very important thing because in the small application it's fine to handle error in the component level, but in the big application may have more than 100 components. So we cannot write the same logic in for all the components. So instead of that, we have to move everything in the globally, so that we can use the interceptor concept. So in this code, I am already included the interceptor. If you are new about the interceptor, I will include the interceptor concept video also in the description. You can watch it. Also, you can create using this Angular CLI commands, uh, ng generate and the interceptor. Then you have to give the interceptor name. So it will create the interceptor. Then you have to include the logics. So basically the interceptor we are using to pass the authentication token. See here also I am passing the same thing. So this is enough up to the handle. For handling the error, we have to use the same pipe concept. The same way only we have did in our services also. The similar way we are doing here also. Pipe, and inside the pipe we are using the catch error. So inside the error we have the object is called error data. Okay. So as per my previous logic, I am verifying whether the status code is 401. I am trying to log out. So that's what I have implemented like this. So let me see what are the values are coming from this error data. So let me include everything in the console.log. See now, so basically it's returning the HTTP error response only. It has the headers and the status text, and the final one is URL with an error messages. We can see the error messages. Okay, we have the complete information. So whatever information we want to show to the users, that we can implement. And for showing the error messages, here I'm going to use the alertify concept. So alertify is the third-party plugin. Basically, it is providing the kind of notification alert, something like that. So that also I'm created one more video. I have to include that video link also in the description. You can watch it. First, I'm going to include the alertify here. So I already included in my some of the services. So let me copy this one. Okay, it's done. So now let me copy this one. And here, let me command this console.log. We are showing the error. So let me use the same error. If I'm using this error, it will show in the red color, the notification. If I'm using the success, it will show in the green color. That's the difference only. So we can show the message. Okay, this is fine. See now, it's showing the HTTP failure response for the employee, and also it's showing the error response code. And if you want to give some additional messages also that you can include, something went wrong. See now, something went wrong. If record the space also we can include. And let me change the URL also. Then only we'll get some better idea. I'm going to change the port number also. Then we are getting some undefined response. Okay, let me try. Okay, see now the failure response, and switch unknown error because even the port number also it's not working fine. So that's what we are getting this kind of messages. So if you implement like this from the interceptor, it will work for all the components. What are the components basically depending on this interceptor, it will work. If you are new to the interceptor, as I mentioned, you have to watch the video. And also the very important thing is once you have completed the logic in the interceptor, you have to include in the app model. So in the app model, we have the provider section. There, you have to use these three important things. One is the provide, and the use class, you have to provide the class of the interceptor, and the multi is true because we are using the multiple components. So the class is nothing but is generated automatically. So for if you are using this alertify, we have the npm packages. You have to install it, and we have to do some configuration related things. That's what I am created the separate video for this one. That also I am included in the description. You can watch it. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification about this exception handling and showing the customer messages, you have to specify in the comment box. And also, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.